Okay, this is Rose Ellen, and I am going to make a sweet potato pie. This will be part one of my pies. Now, you can do one or two things. You can bake the potatoes in the oven for, I would say, an hour and 20 minutes. I've tried it both ways, okay, far as baking and boiling. I prefer boiling the potatoes. Some people bake them. And another thing to know is that anywhere from 3 to 4 large potatoes make a pie. If you have medium potatoes, you might want to do like 5 medium potatoes. And if you have smaller size potatoes, you might want to do 6 to 8. Let me think here. Yeah, if you do 3 to 4 large potatoes, I would double the small ones. In other words, 6 to 8. Does that sound right? If you got 4 large, you want 8 small, right? And if you have 3 large, you would use 6 small. Okay, anyway, like I say, I prefer boiling them because once you boil the potatoes, you let them sit for a minute, or you can run cold water over them, and if they're and then peel the skin off of them a lot easier than baking them and trying to pull the skin off of them. And for years I have always baked my potatoes. So anyway, you see my potatoes here. These are not quite finished because what I did with these is I baked them. But then after I brought them out the oven, I didn't like how that was the first time I baked because I never baked my potatoes before. That was the first time I had put them in the oven. So what I did was I pulled the skin off of all of them and put them in this pot, and I boiled them for a while. And I am going to stop here and well, I may start back. I'm going to pause this and we'll get back to this one in just a minute. Okay, yes, these are fine. You can see here, and then after I boiled them, you can see where I've broken a couple of the potatoes in half, but here you can watch me do this. I am taking my fork, and you see how soft those are? Okay, that's the consistency that you want. Let me do a couple more here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I am you see how soft those are? Okay, here's another one down here. You see me take the fork and just break them in half. That's how soft you want your potatoes. Okay, so whatever you decide to do to get them to that consistency is what you will do. Okay, now I'm going to start mixing them up. I don't have a blender, so Rose Ellen is going to take her fork and mix these pies, okay? If you got a good wooden spoon, that would be another way to mix them and mash them up real good. This is for people who don't have all those tools and stuff and know how to cook. And then when you don't have to have all those tools, if you do it the right way, it just takes a little bit longer. Take your spoon and mash your potatoes up real good till you get them really soft. And for people who can't afford all that stuff, sometimes you still have to eat. Okay, so this is what you do. And I'm going to stop here and pause and get my list and recipe together and then go from there. And so I'll be back with you in just a minute. So what I have here is enough potatoes for 4 pies. And I'm going to give you the recipe in just a few minutes. As soon as I get through mashing up all these potatoes, I'll be right back.